work at a gas station and I often have to work night shifts. Recently, I have been feeling very poorly mentally and my periods have increased to almost 3 times a month. I went to the hospital and the doctor was shocked by how I am now because my blood counts had dropped a lot, but I was still able to continue working. And I had extra heavy periods, which didn't really bother me. I thought it might be caused by my frequent night shifts. The doctor examined me and told me that I had severe fibroids and my uterus had to be removed immediately or I would die, because of excessive bleeding. I agreed to the doctor's plan, and I went to the hospital every few days for blood transfusions. I wanted to postpone the surgery until after my son graduated from college, but the doctor said I couldn't wait any longer. After the surgery, for quite some time, I worked out. I could feel myself getting stronger every day. Although I missed my son's graduation, he was more than happy to have a healthy mother. A few months after my surgery, I was rushed to the hospital with a badly infected wound, and I was in so much pain that my doctor told me she didn't know what was going on, but she would do everything she could to help me. I could see the look of concern on her face. My son and husband were also in the room and then I lost consciousness. The pain was too much for me to bear and my body started to stop working. I could feel myself leaving, and in a split second, the pain was gone. I could see them putting me on a ventilator and I heard the nurses say that they weren't sure I would make it through the night. There was a person following me closely. I realized it was my angel, and I felt love all around me. It was a love I had never experienced before and it filled every cell of my being. It had a glow, like a warm fire in winter. I asked the angel, "Are my mother and brother here too?" The answer was yes. I could see them if I wanted to, and I didn't answer him right then. I could feel warmth here. It was the same feeling I had when I went to church. Only infinitely more so. I was surrounded by light, no time existed in this space, and suddenly, I was pulled back into my body. As soon as I opened my eyes, I felt the pain again. I could see my husband sitting beside me, and I knew I was still on earth. As soon as I close my eyes again, I go back to the angels and feel their warmth. During those 4 days, I traveled between 2 worlds. When I was with the angels, I looked down at my arms and body. I saw the outline of a form, filled with golden light, as if I were a shining star. The light was flowing and easily connected to the angel. I was connected to the universe. I asked many questions about our purpose here, to discover the unconditional love within and then offer it to others. We are all on this path. The difference between us is how much we know about love. There is no one path that is better or more important than another. We are all growing and changing. I asked the angel, "Can I go back?" The angel answered me, "It's up to you. You will have several opportunities in your life to choose to stay on earth or go home." I began to think about my answer. I felt so happy to be here with them. It was hard for me to leave. Then I thought about my child. He has been through so much. Losing his mother would be more than he could handle. I couldn't be so irresponsible. I knew in my heart that one day, I would be here again. I looked around at all the angels, and finally back at my angel. I chose to continue living on earth. As soon as I made my choice, I returned to my physical body and I saw the doctor with tears in her eyes trying to wake me up. She told me that they had finally found the cause. My appendix had burst 4 days earlier. And what saved me was the 4 antibiotics I had been taking earlier. This kept the infection from spreading throughout the body. The doctors think I'm a miracle. They said if I hadn't been in such good health, this story would have a different ending. I left the hospital after recovery. And after this experience, I have a renewed sense of perspective on my life. I am determined to live each day as if it were my last. Little things that don't bother me anymore. I don't waste energy on things that don't matter. I no longer see the world the way I used to. I see that everyone is interconnected, just that everyone's life experiences are different. But our destination is the same. At my last physical, when I told my doctor my story, her eyes filled with tears. She said she believed me because during those 4 days, they weren't sure I would survive. They did the best they could. That experience was priceless and it changed my life.